I hate this shoe. It's from the Swiss brand On, and it's called the Cloudmonster 3 Hyper. I do know, though, that there are runners who love it. So let's dive into the types of runners it's likely to work for, and talk about why I would not recommend it for most runners over 50. Welcome to We Run Over 50, where it's our mission to inspire more people over 50 to become runners over 50. Coming back to the Cloudmonster 3 Hyper, what I hate about it is its defining feature, its midsole. With a heel stack height of 46 millimeters in a US Men's 9, the shoe is very tall. And that height, combined with On's trademark CloudTech platform, these voids here, promise copious cushioning. But the reality I experienced while on the run was an unremittingly stiff platform that forced my body to run the way the shoe wanted to, rather than the other way around. Even the positive reviews almost universally describe the shoe as firm and surprisingly stable. Descriptors that exist on a continuum, by which I mean one person's surprisingly stable is just a few clicks away from another person's overly controlling. So what types of runners are likely to be on the positive end of this continuum? For time, I'll focus on what seems to be the biggest group, which is runners who strike the ground with enough force to fully engage the Cloudmonster 3 Hyper's midsole. This could be based on your body weight. For example, I think heavier runners are more likely to enjoy the shoe than lighter runners. Or it could also be based on your running pace, where faster paces are associated with higher forces. That last point may explain why the reviews I've seen from running influencers, who tend to be faster than average, have been more positive on the shoe than the reviews I've seen from everyday runners. It's also at the core of why I would not recommend this shoe for most runners over 50. Numerous studies have shown that as we enter middle age, our capacity to generate power declines, as does our built-in capacity to absorb shock. So while this is not universal, I believe many of us 50-plus runners won't be able to generate enough power to fully engage this midsole. And as a consequence, it won't provide the shock attenuation we need. It may also lead to that overly controlling ride I experienced. Finally, there's the question of value. This retails for a lofty $220 US, and I believe there are better performing, higher value alternatives in the super trainer category available today. Speaking of which, our next full-length episode will spotlight the best super trainers for runners over 50. Please subscribe to see that as soon as it's available. Okay, to sum up, the On Cloudmonster 3 Hyper does have its strengths, and if you search, you'll find plenty of glowing reviews from speedy runners in their 20s and 30s. But my experience, which aligns with the established research, suggests it's not a good choice for most runners over 50. I hope this helps. Thanks so much for watching, and happy running.